emo. Now you'll have to tell me if this was the case for you too. So back when I was playing in like punk rock bands and stuff like that too, like emo became like a dirty word.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to be called
like,
it.
You didn't want to be called emo, whatever.
Nope.
And if you liked, and like in some of these bands that got labeled emo, I was like, oh, just sounds like a kind of a pop punk-ish kind of band. And like the one band I met that was like no off limits I actually liked was Saves the Day. Like,
they're a great band.
They're great though.
A couple of those records, those first two records were, I mean, it's just kids, but they were like really, really good.
For a lot of people at your age, my age, you know, I'm in my early 50s, that it was sort of a catch-all phrase for bands that you didn't like. If you grew up listening to punk rock or hardcore or metal, it was kind of like it was almost like a derogatory term. And in a lot of ways, I think people that are my children's age, which, you know, 20 in their early to late 20s, it was a sort of like they re-embraced the genre of music and they love all of that stuff. You know, My Chemical Romance is bigger now than they ever were when they were putting out new records. I mean, they used to play Dodger Stadium in LA. Insane. They played Fenway in Boston. And it's insane how popular it is. So I think the biggest part, at least the way I see people react, is that there's a lot of nostalgia. That's folks that grew up with those bands, but then there's also sort of that.
There's so many.
What's the name of the video game? Rock Band or Guitar Hero effect with kids that were too young when that stuff was coming out. So there's this weird confluence of people at the event. There's people in their 30s and 40s and sometimes early 50s, and there's a bunch of teenagers all sort of in the same room, all having a blast. But yeah, for me growing up, like I was a hardcore punk kid. Like I thought that music was trash. Listen to it. Now there's tons of those bands that I really, really like. It's like I think the older you get, the more you can appreciate diversity, especially when it comes to music.